اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كافها يا عين صاد. ذكر رحمة ربك عبده زكريا إذ نادى ربه نداء خفيا قال رب إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا قال رب إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا ولم أكن بدعائك رب شقيا وإني خفت الموالي من ورائي وكانت امرأتي عاقر فهب لي من لدنك وليا يرثني ويرث من آل يعقوب واجعله رب رضيا يا زكريا إنا نبشرك بغلام اسمه يحيى لن نجعل له من قبل سميا قال رب أنى يكون لي غلام وكانت امرأتي عاقر قال رب أنى يكون لي غلام وكانت امرأتي عاقرا وقد بلغت من الكبر عتيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين وقد خلقتك من قبل ولم تك شيئا قال رب اجعل لي آية قال آيتك ألا تكلم الناس 3 ليال سويا فخرج على قومه من المحراب فأوحى إليهم أن سبحوا بكرة وعشيا يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناه الحكم صبيا وحنانا من لدنا وزكاة وكان تقيا وبرا بوالديه ولم يكن جبارا عصيا وسلام عليه يوم ولد ويوم يموت ويوم يبعث حيا واذكر في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا قالت أنى يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مقضيا فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا وسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I just want to take a couple of minutes to ask everyone to just please stand up and move a couple of steps closer. There's a bunch of empty space up in the front, and we'd really like it filled up. And with a loud salawat, I'd like to invite up Brother Sean Rizvi to recite some poetry. So Muhammad wa ala Muhammad salawat.
Assalamu alaikum, respected brothers, sisters, and scholar. Thank you so much for your knowledge. Today's poem is focused on a dear one, Baby Ali Asghar, and it's written as an imaginative piece. So the only way this will work is if you put yourself in the place of Karbala. Maybe you're Bibi Fiza, maybe you're one of the soldiers, but you need to be there for this poem to work for you. So as we begin, Allah salawat ala Muhammad. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. O Ali Asghar, dear infant, where can you be? Your nur is so bright and your spirit is so free. However, your mother, she's beginning to worry. Come back, Ali Asghar. Come back to me. O Ali Asghar, my innocent, how dear you are to my lady, how much she would miss you if anything happened to her baby. You are the fruit of her heart and the center of her pride. If you don't come back soon, tears will start pouring from her eyes. The last I saw of you, you were with your Baba Hussein, who had taken you to the hill in front of Yazid's men. But Ali Asghar, since then, as I keep calling your name, why has the sky turned so red and the earth become so gray? Why are the clouds so anxious to part from these dry desert plains? Why have the horses gone so silent and refused to neigh? Why is the wind no longer blowing and the Euphrates turning the other way? Come back, Ali Asghar. Come back to me. I swear by Allah, it was only for a little bit of water Hussein went to go ask of them. How can anyone refuse after seeing the baby's heart-wrenching condition? Hussein gave even their horses water. Do they not know to quench one's thirst is but an obligation? But then again, these are the descendants of Hind, who ate Hamza's flesh and promote a world of sin. They will not care for the likes of Muhammad's blessed kin. Surely they will not have any good consciousness within. O Ali Asghar, dear infant, please respond to my cries. Come back, make haste. You must surely reply. They will not give you water to mercy. They are blind, their souls are black, and they are dead inside. Where are you, Ali Asghar? Return to me. Praise Allah. I see my Mawla, but there seems to be tears in his eyes. O Ya Hussein, who has been slain. Indeed, Ali Asghar, you have been named. With an arrow in your throat and through your jugular vein, you have been made the next martyred son of Hussein. Salawat ala Muhammad.
Please recite another loud salawat for the beautiful poetry recited by Brother Sean. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I just want to follow up and give a couple of more reminders. So, as normal, there will be a children's program happening in parallel with the four normal programs. It will be happening inside the Arabic Hall. Rise Academy and Kissa Kids are selling Muharram t-shirts outside in front of Saba. If you want to support both organizations, feel free to go outside and buy one of their t-shirts. As COVID is still raging on, I'd like to emphasize for everyone inside here and everyone outside that the mask mandate is still going on and that everyone inside should be wearing their mask on properly and appropriately. It's really important, not only for those who are unvaccinated, but those who can't even get the vaccine. And it's our job to, at least to some extent, try to protect them. And that we can do that by following Saba's policy on masking up. Likewise, there's also hand sanitizer at the door areas right there in case you need to use that. As well as Saba is enforcing a no eating or drinking policy inside of the halls right now. If you really need to eat or drink, please feel free to step outside of the program to do that. And with a loud salawat, please invite up Sheikh Osama.
السلام عليك يا فاطمة السلام عليك Let me begin with a story. There was a brother who was at the hospital, and he said we had a loved one who was in so much pain, and it got to a level that the brother was crying out, and I couldn't stand this anymore. And I went outside to get some fresh air and just calm myself down. And as soon as I sat down, a brother came to me, sitting next to me. He didn't know I was sitting there because he was just in his own world. And he was crying. And I looked at him and I said, "Brother, what's wrong?" I saw that someone is calling him and he keeps rejecting the call. And he said, only a few hours ago, my little infant was feeling very, very sick. His fever was very high, and I rushed him to the ER. Before I was leaving, the mother said, "Please take care of him." And I promised the mother that I will take care of the baby. My baby just passed away. Mother keeps calling me. And I can't answer this call until that your baby is no longer alive. Tonight is dedicated to the little infant of Imam Hussein. Marhum Mirzai Shirazi Rahmatullah Alayh used to say that whenever you have a problem in life, sit in the majlis of Aza, the Rosa of Ali Asghar, and ask Allah to the right of Ali Asghar for your hajat. This is the night, brothers and sisters. Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Asghar, the infant of Hussein, Asghar, the infant of Hussein, Asghar, the infant of Hussein. Everyone. Asghar, the infant of Hussein. Asghar, the infant of Hussein. Asghar, the infant of Hussein. Go to sleep, my little child. Sweet dreams, Ali Asghar. Close your eyes, my little child. Sweet dreams, Ali Asghar. Imagine on the nights of Ashura, Mother Rabab singing this lullaby for Ali Asghar. Go to sleep, my little child. Sweet dreams, Ali Asghar. Close your eyes, my little child. Sweet dreams, Ali Asghar. Brother, have you given your little infant some water? Look at the neck of an infant. How much water does an infant need? Half a cup? Less than that? Dear baby, tomorrow Uncle Abbas will go to get you water. If Uncle doesn't come back, Baba will get you water. Let's go to Karbala, to the moment that Abi Abdullah was all alone. أخذ المصحف وجعله على رأسه. He brought Quran, he placed Quran on top of his head. He said, بيني وبينكم كتاب الله ومحمد رسول الله. Between you and I is this Quran and my grandfather Muhammad. بما تستحلون دمي. For what reason have you made shedding my blood halal? And they made noises. They didn't listen to the beloved son of Zahra. Imam Hussein went back. This time he came and there was something in his hand. And they thought Imam Hussein has brought Quran. But no, it was the voice of a baby crying. Then Imam Hussein said, something that should burn your heart. My youth, young ones, sitting here, you know what Imam Hussein said? Mannu alayna. You know what that means? The Imam of the time, who has control over everything, is begging the people saying, have minnats on me. I ask you for a favor. Mannu alayna. Oh people, I ask you for a favor. What did Imam Hussein ask? Ya qawm, in lam tarhamuni, farhamu hadha taf. Oh people, if you don't have any mercy on me, have mercy on this little child. أما ترونه كيف يتلظى عطشا? Don't you see he is thirsty in the state of talavi? You need to understand the meaning of talavi. You've heard this word so many times. Imam is saying, my baby is in the state of talavi. You know what that means in Arabic? Let me give you an example. If a fish jumps out of a water tank, it begins jumping up and down. If you put the fish back in the water tank, the fish survives. That's not talazzi. If the fish continues being out the water, it will try to jump, slowly, like, once in a while it jumps up and down. Then it stops. Is that the state of talazzi? No. A moment comes that the fish stops moving. Only the lips opens and closes. Opens and closes. In that state, you put the fish back in the tank. The fish dies. That's the state of talazzi. You know what that means? Imam Hussein is saying, if you don't give him water, he will die. But if you do give him water, he will die anyway. 3 days is no joke, brothers and sisters. What did the enemies do? That Mal'un said, Harmala, stop this. What did Harmala say? Should I aim for the father or should I aim for the baby? Mal'un said, mourn or put the grief of the death of the baby in the hearts of the father. فرماه هرملة ابن كاهل أسدي بالسام فذبح من الأذن إلى الأذن. The Mal'un shot an arrow on the neck of Ali Asghar. Not any arrow, an arrow that is used for hunting down the beasts. Now imagine that large arrow going in the throat, the little throat of this little baby. What remains from the throat? No wonder they use the word ذُبِحَ مِنَ الْأُذُنِ إِلَى الْأُذُنِ. You know when the word Zubha is used in Maqatil only in two places, for Imam Hussein and Ali Asghar. One is when Shimr was cutting the head of Imam Hussein, Zubha min al-Ghafa. The other one is for Ali Asghar. You know the meaning of Zubha? That means they cut off his head while he was still alive. That means that pierced throat cut off the head of the infant of Imam Hussein. Hussein You know, the mothers and fathers who have little infants, they understand the grief of Ali Asghar. The smallest thing happens to your baby, it's the end of the world to you. Now imagine Imam Hussein is looking at the baby while the baby is smiling and the blood of the baby is all over the face of Imam Hussein. Hussein, They captured Harmala. Mukhtar al-Saqafi captured Harmala. Many years later, they asked Harmala, was there a moment in Karbala that you felt sad for Abi Abdullah? Harmala thought and he said, yes. Was it the moment that you shot the arrow in the eyes of Abu Faz? No. Was it the moment that you shot the arrow in the heart of Abi Abdullah? No. Was it the moment that you shot the arrow in the body of Abdullah ibn Hassan? Well, Imam Hussein was hugging him. No. When was it? Was it the moment that you shot the arrow in the neck of Ali Asghar Hussein? No. You slaughtered Ali Asghar, you didn't cry. You slaughtered Abul Fazl Abbas, Abdullah ibn Hussein, you didn't become sad. In what moment was it? He said, then I saw Abi Abdullah taking the baby back to the tents. Abi Abdullah stopped. Then he returned to the battlefield. Our master is saying, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Razan be ghaza'e Taslim al-Abrek. Brother, take the baby back to the mother. I'm sure the mother is worrying about her child. Please take the baby back. Hussein, Hussein, how can you show a mother the purest throat of her baby? When Imam Hussein saw Mother Rabab is waiting at the tents, 7 times our master walked between the battlefield and the camp. Finally, Imam Hussein walked behind the bands. He took out his dagger. He started digging the grave. Then he placed his Ali Asghar in the grave. Imagine pouring the dust and the soul on your baby. Imagine how Imam Hussein must have felt at that moment. Ali Asghar. How does one bury his baby in the sand? How does one take his child's blood in his hand? Ali Asghar. How does one give a sacrifice so grand? How after this does a father still stand? Salam to the thirsty infant of Hussein. Salam to the thirsty infant of Hussein. Salam to the thirsty infant of Hussein. Everyone, salam to the thirsty infant of
Hussein. Salam to the first infant of Hussein. Salam to the first infant of Hussein.
Let's say salam to a lady who I'm sure is visiting us tonight. Is it possible that you shed tears for a beloved infant, the grandson of Fatima Zahra, and she doesn't look at us? Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa. Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa. Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa. Everyone, salamun ala sayyidatun nisa. Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa.
Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa.
Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa. Ya Zahra ala sayyidatun nisa. Salamun ala sayyidatun nisa. Salamun ala
sayyidatun nisa.
sayyidatun nisa.
Dig a grave with your sword, Hussein. Dig a grave with your sword, Hussein. She is proud of her son today. Difficult, but by God for you.
Brothers, please come forward and complete the lines. Please come forward. Don't stand in the back. Please come
A
forward.
small price to pay.
Please come forward, brothers. Ya Hussein. It's the night of Ali Asghar Hussein. Please come forward.
Dig a grave with your sword, Hussein. She is proud of her son today. Difficult, but by God for you. Dry lips are a small price to pay. You throw his blood towards the sky. Eulogies are his lullaby. You throw his blood towards the sky. Eulogies are his lullaby. La ara al-maut illa as-saada. La hayata illa ash-shahada. Ya hayata illa ash-shahada. La ara al-maut illa as-saada. La hayata La hayata illa ash-shahada. Dig a grave with your sword, Hussein. Dig a grave with your sword, Hussein. She is proud of her son today. She is proud of her son today. Difficult by God for you. Dry lips are small price to pay. You throw his blood towards the sky. Eulogies are his lullaby. You throw his blood towards the sky. Eulogies are his lullaby. La ara al-maut illa as-saada. Ya hayata illa ash-shahada. Ya hayata illa ash-shahada. Ya ara al-maut illa as-saada. Ya hayata illa ash-shahada. Ya hayata illa ash-shahada. La la Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la Ali Asghar, MashaAllah, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la Ali Asghar, 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 Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar. I know you have no more tears, Asghar, but please try not to move your dry lips. I need you for your smile, my baby. It will defeat the enemy's tricks. Without you, I know I have no one. You, my soldier, are now my army. We will show the world age is nothing. If you are from the line of Ali, Stay with me, O Asghar. You are my final test. Stay with me, O Asghar. You are my final test. One more effort from you, then I'll put you to rest. Stay with me, O Asghar. You are my final test. Stay with me, O Asghar. You are my final test. One more effort from you, then I'll put you to rest. Stay with me. Stay with me, O Asghar. You are my final test. Everyone, stay with me, O Asghar. You are my final test. One more effort from you, then I'll put you to rest. La la ye, Ali Asghar. Ali, say it with the Imam Hussein. Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar. Ali, MashaAllah. Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar, Ali, MashaAllah, Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar, MashaAllah, Ali Asghar. Hussein walks to the burning desert with the world of Robab in his hand, just to prove the water's not for him. He places his flower on the sands. Look at his petals, they have dried up. Can you sense the scent of innocence? He pleaded to the hearts of the deaf. Nothing was making a difference. Lick your lips, O Asghar. Show them you are thirsty. Lick your lips, O Asghar. Show them you are thirsty. Maybe they will then show my Asghar some mercy. Everyone, lick your lips, O Asghar. Show them you are thirsty. Come on, lick your lips, O Asghar. Show them you are thirsty. Maybe they will then show my Asghar some. Lick your lips, O Asghar. Show them you are all together. Lick your lips, O Asghar. Show them you are thirsty. Maybe they will then show my Asghar some mercy. La la ye, Ali, MashaAllah. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali, MashaAllah. Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, la la ye, Ali Asghar, Asghar. If you did not want to give water, even your silence would have killed me. Did you have to respond in this way? Such a big arrow for a baby. If you did not want to give water, even your silence would have killed me. Did you have to respond in this way? Such a big arrow for a baby. The world came crouching down for Roba as the blood of Asghar had been shed for the one whose mother was his rest. Now Karbala has become his bed. You can't sleep now, Asghar. I will come to you soon. You can't sleep now, Asghar. I will come to you soon. You are my precious star. You are the bride of this moon. You can't sleep now, Asghar. I will come to you soon. All together. You can't sleep now, Asghar. I will come to you soon. You are my precious star. You are the brightest moon. La la ye Ali Asghar Ali Janam Ali La la ye Ali Asghar Ali Asghar Ali Ay la la ye Ali Asghar Ali Asghar Ali Asghar La la ye Ali Asghar Ali Asghar Ali Asghar La la ye Ali Asghar Ali Asghar Ali Asghar Ya Hussein Ya Hussein Ya Hussein Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. 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 Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. Asghar stares at Hussein, two small innocent eyes. Ali Asghar stares at Hussein, two small innocent eyes. A silence between them, those sunken eyes speak out. A silence between them, those silent eyes speak out. Father Husseini, water for me. I am so thirsty, I'm a baby. Father Husseini, water for me. I'm so thirsty, I'm a baby. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. 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 Father stares at baby, tears of shame rolling down. Father stares at baby, tears of shame rolling down. Should a father not protect his little baby? Should a father not protect his little baby? My sweet baby, forgive daddy. God knows the shame I have in me. My sweet baby, forgive daddy. God knows the shame I have in me. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. 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 Soldiers are staring at this dying baby boy. Soldiers are staring at this dying baby boy. He's showing them his tongue, choking dry it speaks out. He's showing them his tongue, choking eye it speaks out. Oh, you soldiers, please have mercy. I have no sword, I'm a baby. Oh, you soldiers, please have mercy. I have no sword, I'm just thirsty. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shahid. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shaheed. He's holding baby tight, hoping they'll show mercy. He's holding baby tight, hoping they'll show mercy. Harmala once says, Hussein goes blind with fear. Harmala once says, Hussein goes blind with fear. Three-head arrow, leave my baby. Don't kiss his throat, please leave him free. Three-head arrow, leave him, baby. Don't kiss his throat, please leave him free. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shaheed. 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 Baby is bleeding so, father is shaking so. Baby is bleeding so, father is shaking so. What will he tell Robab? Mother is hoping so. What will he tell Robab? Mother is hoping so. Those guys take my great sacrifice. I can't return to the campsite. Oh, Sahib, my great sacrifice. I can't return to the campsite. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shaheed. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shaheed. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Shaheed. Ali Asghar, Ali Asghar Hussein. Ali Asghar Hussein. Everyone. Ali Asghar Hussein. Ali Asghar Hussein. Ali Asghar Hussein. Ali Asghar Hussein. Bilal in front of Hussein. Ali. Bilal in front of Hussein. Bilal in front of Hussein. The thirsty in front of Hussein. The thirsty in front of Hussein. The oppressed in front of Hussein. The oppressed in front of Hussein. Ali Asghar 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 Hussein. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. 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 Assalamu alayka ya sahib az-zaman. أجرك الله مولاي في مصيبة جدك الحسين. يا الله, it's the night of Ali Asghar Hussein. With his little hands, he's known as Bab al-Hawaij. We come to your door tonight with so many hajat, problems, challenges. We have little children among us who are sick or ill. Little children with cancer. Little children of developmental delays, children who have heart problems. There is a child who has heart problems. Can you imagine that? We have little children growing up. Some of them have problems in tarbiyat. We have ladies here, we have sisters here
who are expecting children. We have families here who may want to have a child and they haven't been blessed. Ya Allah, tonight we ask you to the right of Bab al-Hawaj, Ali Asghar Hussein, to grant us our hajat tonight. Let us recite Ayah Karimah Amma Yujib 5 times for all the children that we mentioned, for the sisters, for our brothers and sisters who have problems. We hear the news in Afghanistan and just hearing us make us frightened. Imagine the children who are living in that situation. Our brothers and sisters in Syria and Iraq and Hijaz and Bahrain and Yemen and Kashmir and Pakistan and India and Nigeria and many different parts of the world. Ya Allah, we ask you to the right of the pure throat of Ali Asghar Hussein. This one dua before we recite the ayah. Allahumma ajjal liwaliyika al-faraj. Ya Allah, Allahumma ajjal liwaliyika al-faraj wal-afiyat wal-nas وجعلنا من خير أعوانه وأنصاره. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أما يجيب
المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء.
Ya Allah, if there is one night that we make dua for the children at Rise Academy, this is it. We live in a world that the traps of shaitan is all around them. We live in a world full of jahalat, full of shahwat, full of being ghafil. We live in a world that everyone is doing everything they can to take our children away from Mahdiya Fatima. We live in a world that they use every entertainment so our children forget about Mahdiya Fatima. Ya Allah, we ask you tonight, to the right of Ali Asghar Hussein, help our parents, help our teachers, help us to do everything we can in our power to help these children to become true followers of Mahdiya al Muhammad, true soldiers of Mahdiya al Muhammad. Allahumma jal mahyana محيا محمد وآل محمد ومماتنا ممات محمد وآل محمد. اللهم ارزقنا في الدنيا زيارة محمد وآل محمد. I hope everyone here that stayed till the end and beat their chest for Ali Asghar Hussein. Soon, very soon, get the opportunity to go to Maqam Ali Asghar in Karbala and beat their chest there. اللهم ارزقنا في الدنيا زيارة محمد وآل محمد وفي الآخرة شفاعة محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا رسول الله. السلام عليك يا حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا سيد الوسيم. السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء. Lady John, how did you feel when you saw that pierced throat of Ali Asghar? السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام على الحسين. وعلى التسعة المعصومين من ذرية الحسين. السلام عليك يا سيدي ومولاي يا أبا الفضل العباس ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا صاحب الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. We believe when we say salam, you say jawab to our salam. السلام عليك يا إمام الإنس والجان. السلام عليك يا بقية الله في أرضه. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. وإلى الأرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
اللهم صل وسلم على الرسول وآل النبي العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم على الرسول وآل النبي العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم على الرسول وآل النبي العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم على الرسول وآل النبي العظيم.